It's Gene talked today about that he had seen team-wide maybe more individual improvement than group improvement. Have you seen some of that with your guys?
Yes, I have. Of course, it's not where you would like it to be, but you know, those kids have worked the whole time, and it's just, I don't know how to put it words, but you know, they've done a great job of coming to work in the conditions that we're in right now. Those kids came to work every day, and that's what Auburn taught me, and hopefully that's what I'm teaching these kids, just to come to work no matter what the situation is. And they've come and they're getting better, and of course it ain't to the point where we would want it to be at this point in time, but they have shown improvement.
How hard has it been for you?
Oh,
personally,
really, it's been tough, you know, but because this is you know, this is me, this is Auburn, and the one thing you don't want to ever come back to your school and go through kind of what, you know, the worst team record-wise in 30 years. So it's been hard, but that's one thing Auburn taught me when I was here is to fight through adversity, and that's what I'm teaching these kids. I didn't know the assignment, but as it went on, I realized this was going to be about my assignment to lead these kids through this time. It's kind of when I was playing, you know, we went through a time like that, and this was my assignment, and it's been tough, but you know, I fully accept it and continue to work with these kids and get them through, you know, through the season.
Mike, talk about one of your former teammates is coming back Saturday, Andy Thor. Talk about Andy, what type of guy he was.
You know, Andy was, you know, me and Andy was, you know, good friends and still are good friends. He's came down a couple times since I've been here, and good football coach, good football player here. You know, everybody remembers Andy from the Florida game, catching all those passes, but you know, Andy was very, very, you know, important to that run game we had with Stephen Davis and Bostic, and just a great guy, good family man. And I remember his dad and his mom, you know, they would always, you know, they were just good people. And you know, I know he got a special feeling to come back and play in that stadium, and he's probably pumped. We hadn't talked, but I know he's excited to come back.
What's been the toughest thing for Corey? His production is, you know, pretty high at the beginning of the season. It's kind of dropped off since gone.
You know, the toughest thing for Corey has been probably the development of the other guys. You know, we've taken some hits in there. Some guys have missed some games, and D Ford has missed some games, and Whitaker's missed some games, and just been the production of, you know, some of the other guys. But, you know, I mean, Corey draws a lot of attention, and when you're the kind of caliber player he is, he draws some attention. And you know, everybody know that's our guy that we look for to make plays, and he draws that attention to get extra guys. But you know, like I tell him all the time, you know, defensive line is not a one-man game. It's got to be a group effort. And if you look at the good teams around the country, you know, they have a group that's playing well. You know, you can't ask one guy to carry a whole group. And I think sometimes Corey gets a tough deal because, you know, he doesn't produce as much. But like I said, that goes to, you know, the group.
What's the Devontae Sigler's situation? Is he okay physically?
You know what? I just know he's had some issues, you know, with I guess with the deal, he took a hit and they did some stuff to him, and he hasn't been released, and you know, that's up to the doctors and when he's, you know, gets back. But you know, it slowed his development with him not being out there. He's one of those guys that needed a lot of reps and needed the season, needed to keep practicing, and it's kind of been, you get them to a point, and then they're out, and then they go back, but you know, it's really been a challenge, you know, just to develop those guys. It's hard to develop guys when they're missing so much time, but you know, that's the challenge of the job, and you know, I fully accepted it, and and it's been a rough year, just defensively wise. But it's and this goes to anybody, man. Anytime you coach at Auburn, you play at Auburn, man, it's an honor to get up and come here every day, no matter what the season is. It's a place like you fight for your family, and it's hard, but you don't back down from it one day just because of what Auburn has done for me and what Auburn has instilled in me. So, I just hope that, I pass something on to those kids that can, have them feel the way I feel about Auburn.
Is that Mike?
Just